and welcome. My name is Bobby, and today's flow will be a powerful 15-minute full body practice that will strengthen and stretch the whole body and is perfect to do on days when you need a bit of a confidence boost. You won't need anything but yourself and your mat. Now, let us begin. We'll start today in a standing position in mountain pose. And just close your eyes. Bring your attention to your breath and begin to arrive at the mat. Maybe set an intention for the practice. Maybe that is to have a little bit more self-confidence, to show yourself some gratitude or give yourself credit for the things that you've accomplished, that you can do, that you have done in the past. On your next exhale, open your eyes and take a power pose. That can be anything that feels good for you. Doesn't matter what it looks like, just whatever feels good, feels right to you. Once you've done your power pose, on your next exhale, we'll step to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms reaching up. Exhale, sinking into chair pose. Taking a sun salutation B. On your next exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, grounding the hands, stepping back into plank pose. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Pushing back into downward facing dog. Stepping the right foot forward into warrior one. Arms reaching up. On your next exhale, bring the hands back, framing the foot, stepping back into plank position. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, this time stepping the left foot forward, dropping the right heel. Reaching up into warrior one, hips are square. On your next exhale, diving back down, hands framing the foot, stepping back into plank position. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Taking a breath, then looking between the hands, stepping or hopping to the front of the mat. Forward fold, halfway lift. Forward fold, reaching arms up and sinking back into chair pose, feeling the power of your legs. Inhale, arms up, taking a side stretch to the right side, stretching through the left side body, breathing into that side, creating space. On the next exhale, coming to the other side. Taking a breath before we repeat that sun salutation. Taking cat-cow, just standing. Exhale, curving through the spine. Inhale, arching the back, and taking any organic movements that feel good to you, feel good in your body. Inhale, arms reaching up to the sky. Exhale, down. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, sinking into chair position. On your next exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back into plank position. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward into warrior one, lifting the arms up. Taking a breath, and on your next exhale, hands to frame the foot, stepping back into plank position. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, back into downward facing dog, stepping the left foot forward into warrior one, lifting the arms to the sky, taking a breath here, and then coming back into plank position, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Just breathing in here. Just taking a moment to check in. Check in with how you're feeling now. A little bit faster heart rate, a little bit warmer. You might bend and straighten the legs. Now that you feel a little bit more warm, and step to the front of the mat, forward fold, halfway lift, forward fold, and standing up. Inhale, and sinking back into chair pose. On your next exhale, bring your hands to heart center, bringing your left elbow to your right knee in a twisted chair position. And on your next exhale, bringing the weight into your right foot and lifting the left foot back behind you into a twisted lunge. Breathing in. On the exhale, bring your left hand to the mat, right hand to the sky, and transition into a side plank. Option to stay in the side plank or take a few hip dips, lowering the hips, raising one more time here, and bring the right hand back to the mat in a plank position, taking a flow, taking a chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Taking a breath here. And on your next exhale, look between the hands and step to the top of the mat in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising up to standing position, raising the arms above the head and sinking into a chair position. Your next exhale, bringing the hands together in prayer position, this time bringing the right elbow to the left knee, taking a twisted chair position. Again, feeling the activation of the legs. On your next exhale, lift the right foot and place it back into a high lunge. Taking the challenge of trying to do this without losing your balance. Bringing your right hand to the mat now, left hand extended to the sky and transitioning into side plank. Option to take a few hip dips on this side as an added challenge. And giving yourself credit for anything that you are able to do today, not just focusing on what you're not. And bringing your left hand back to the mat, plank position, chaturanga, upward facing dog, back into downward facing dog. Breathing here, just taking a moment to check back in again. Check back in with how you're feeling. On your exhale, reach your right leg up and back behind you, bringing the right foot to the top of the mat and lifting into a high crescent lunge. It's feeling the power of the pose. On your next exhale, shifting your weight into the right leg, leaning forward, lifting the left foot behind you, bringing hands to heart center or stretched out in front of you, and bringing your gaze to a point of focus on an unmoving object, a drishti point, as they call it. On your next exhale, standing back up, keeping that left foot above the ground, and grabbing the left ankle or toes with your left hand and bringing the left heel towards the glute in a quad stretch. You have the option to stay here or taking dancer's pose, kicking the left foot into the left hand, bringing the right hand out in front of you. And again, finding that drishti point and breathing into the pose. On your next exhale, coming back to a standing position and bringing the left knee to the chest, placing the left foot above the right knee and sinking back into a standing pigeon pose, keeping the left foot flexed to protect the knee joint. Breathing in, finding the stillness, finding the power in the pose. And on your next exhale, standing up, releasing the legs, shaking them out a little bit. And on your next exhale, stepping towards the long end of your mat, wide stance with the feet pointed slightly out and sinking into goddess pose. Here you can take your power pose once again while in the goddess, just feeling the power of the pose, feeling the power of your muscles. On your next exhale, standing up and stepping to the back of your mat. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Stepping back into plank pose. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. This time lifting the left foot up and back behind you in a three-legged dog and stepping the left foot to the top of the mat, lifting into crescent pose. Hands up to the sky. Breathing into the powerful pose. On your next exhale, leaning forward and lifting the left foot up behind you into warrior three. Inhale and exhale. And on your next exhale, slowly rising up, keeping the right foot not touching the ground, and grabbing the right foot with the right hand into a quad stretch, bringing the heel to the glute, staying here or taking dancer's pose again, kicking the right foot into the right hand, leaning forward, bringing the left hand in front. Breathing in, finding your balance. And on your next exhale, standing up, finding standing pigeon by bringing the right ankle above the left knee and sinking back like a chair pose, back into a standing pigeon pose. Right foot is flexed to protect the knee again. Breathing in, feeling the stretch in the outer hip area, and on your next exhale, releasing the pose, standing up, shaking out the legs, and stepping back towards the long end of the mat into your goddess pose once more, taking your power pose, feeling the power sinking a little bit further, and releasing the pose, stepping to the front of the mat, inhaling, arms up to the sky, exhale, arms down, inhale, arms reaching up to the sky, exhale, hands to heart. Coming to your tippy toes, lowering down as slowly as you can until you're able to wrap your arms around your knees, staying in the tippy toe position into a cosmic egg. If you want to challenge your balance a little bit further, close your eyes, taking away that point of contact with the ground, your vision, and see if you can maintain your balance with the eyes closed. Taking one more breath here and then releasing into a seated position and rolling one vertebrae at a time onto your back, bringing your feet to the sky, coming into a happy baby pose, grabbing the outsides of your feet or your big toes with your peace fingers, bending your knees and bring them to your sides. Option to rock side to side, or if stillness feels better to you today, that is also great, just following what your body needs. One more breath here, and on your exhale, bring your knees to chest, just rocking side to side for releasing your legs to to the ground, your arms to your side, into our final pose, Shavasana. Just letting everything release, soaking up all the poses, all the postures we've done today. You're welcome to stay in this Shavasana for as long as you'd like, or if you need to get on with your day, you can come out with me. Start to bring motion into your body by wiggling your toes, moving your fingers, taking a full body stretch and rolling to one side, taking a breath here before pushing yourself up into a seated position. And just take a moment here, bring yourself back to your breath. Give yourself some credit for what you've done today. Wasn't an easy practice, but you did it. And taking one more breath with me, inhaling and reaching the arms up towards the sky. Bringing the hands together, exhaling hands to heart. Namaste. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. And we'll see you here next time.